are back with a Fox News alert. The UN Security Council will hold an emergency meeting today after an Israeli airstrike in Rafah targeting 2 Hamas officials also reportedly killed dozens of civilians. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressing those civilian deaths, saying, quote, "Despite our utmost effort not to harm innocent civilians last night, there was a tragic mistake. We are investigating the incident and will obtain a conclusion." Meanwhile, Spain, Ireland, and Norway will officially recognize a Palestinian state today. The countries say they hope their decision will influence other European nations to do the same. My goodness. The White House also responding to the Rafah strike, telling Israel, quote, "We understand this strike killed 2 senior Hamas terrorists who are responsible for attacks against Israeli civilians, but as we've been clear, Israel must take every precaution possible to protect civilians."
Florida Congressman Cory Mills sits on the House Armed Services and Foreign Affairs Committee and joins us now. Congressman, your response to the strike and the reaction from the White House.
Well, look, this is the problem when you actually have these types of wars where it is a continuous, fight door to door, house to house, village to village. We saw the same thing in Iraq. We saw the same thing in Afghanistan. We saw under the Obama administration where they actually had conducted drone strikes against AQAP in the Gulf of Aden, where many civilians and collateral damage was actually rendered that caused the Arabian Peninsula to actually explode as a terrorist safe haven. So this is something that obviously Netanyahu has taken responsibility for, he's looking into, but also we must note that there was 2 senior Hamas leaders that was killed that actually will stop with some of the planning that went on that actually killed 1,200 people on October 7th. And so they must continue to do their job. They must continue to conduct it, but they also need to ensure that they minimize the amount of collateral damage as well.
Congressman, there is a major report from the Wall Street Journal. The Biden administration is pressuring Britain and France not to censure Iran for advancing its nuclear program. Apparently, the Biden administration is worried that a censure would increase aggressive behavior by Iran. But this is coming as the UN Atomic Energy Agency reported Iran could have weapons-grade uranium in a matter of days. What do you make of this Biden administration strategy?
Well, here's Biden telling Israel, our ally, exactly how they should be doing things and yet showing appeasement to Iran. This is the same administration under Biden that delisted the Houthi rebels as a terrorist designation. This is the same administration who has stopped enforcing the oil exportation to China, which is actually the reason that they have this financing to be able to go ahead and advance their nuclear program. And now they're trying to interfere with the IAEA's capabilities to be able to ensure that Iran doesn't become a nuclear capability by not only abstaining from the vote, but trying to encourage others not to actually enforce it. Again, these are the same people who got us into the JCPOA, the same failed administration who allowed them to go ahead and ship mid-range ballistic missiles to Yemen to attack our allies, Saudi Aramco. So this is a real shame when they're actually willing to put pressure on our allies, but they're weakening themselves when it comes in appeasing our actual adversaries, who are the greatest state sponsor of terror, Iran.
Congressman, big question to ask you in the minute that we have remaining, but if Iran is just days away from becoming a nuclear power, days away from weapons-grade uranium, what happens next?
This is the actual chance where we should be stepping up our efforts. This is where the IAEA should be going in. This is where the United Nations Security Council should be stepping up. But Iran is partnered with China, Iran is partnered with Russia, and those are part of the key 5 for the UN Security Council, so this will never pass.
Quick answer, 10 seconds. Do you think that this increase from Iran would be happening if Trump's Iran policy had been kept in place by the Biden administration?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Todd. None of this would have been happening. October 7th wouldn't have been happening, and we'd be a safer nation at home.
And you made the point earlier that look at how the Biden administration is criticizing Israel for going into Rafah and trying to kill Hamas fighters while they are worried about their response to Iran and sort of appeasing our number 1 foreign adversary. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. 2 major topics to talk about there.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.